Hello everyone, welcome back. This is the What's Happening to Him reading for Donald John Trump. Saturday, September 27th, 2025. Oh, and again, the health reading was really weird, so I'm not sure what's going on. Let's see. What is happening to him? Coming to him from the outer world. I kind of think, with the cards from yesterday, maybe those had to do with, I don't have it uploaded yet. I just did it. I'm having to do a couple days in a row because of my schedule. But I'm wondering about the, the trying to keep the government open and him needing to speak with, where he's been invited to have meetings with, what's his name, Schumer, and I think Jeffries and others. Let's see what's happening to him today, Saturday, September 27th. Oh, okay. The big old can of whoop-ass upside the head. The death card, which is really just big changes, unless you get some other cards that make a big difference. I do have the Tower card here as his challenge. So, and yeah, they have spelled disappointment wrong. It should be 2 P's and 1 S, but we'll just forget about that. This could be a big problem if it is a health issue. Then this would bring in with the Tower, the death card and the Tower could be violent or a traumatic death, or sometimes death under surgery. If that's what's happened, that would go with the dream that I had. I didn't get that he died in the dream, though. I just got that it left him incapacitated, unable to speak, and the the ending would come later. Let's see what else is going. Oh, 6 of Swords. In this deck, we have to go with just the artwork because it's just such a weird deck. Let me bring the camera or the lens down a little bit. There we go. So you can see the artwork a little better. So here's our challenge card. This looks like a hospital stay to me. And he really just wants comfort and love. Maybe he's full. Maybe there's what's happening to him could be a fullness of what? I sound like who's that cartoon person? Oh, I can't remember. Oh my goodness, I haven't watched cartoons since I was a kid, or when my kids were little, but which is like 50 years ago. So, yeah, I still feel like it has to do with wanting comfort and but things are too full, He needs healing because maybe there's like a congestive heart failure situation. And I think maybe this has to do with other women who, from all walks of life, who are they've had it, unless it's somebody like, let's say, Rebecca Mercer, or who is that? Oh my goodness, the Publix heiress. What was her name? Julie something. I can't remember. She might go for him because of the tax write-offs, but other women do not. So now, if I were to be using the Radiant or just the regular Rider-Waite, either one of those, and I got the 9 of Pentacles reversed, and then that's a card for a hospital stay. And this card here is definitely, we can see the person's in a hospital. Yeah, because these cards are what's happening to him. So if it's not a health problem, then it's a big old can of whoop ass upside the head, because people want to kick him out. They want to betray him. With the tower here, they want him gone. There would be something that makes him feel like some kind of structure, just a breakdown of a structure with the tower. It could be because it's a challenge, card, so I'm needing to read it as a reversal. And as a reversal, there are attacks and lies and anger and it's like implosion, it goes, people don't like seeing people like him basically fiddle while Rome burns. And it could be a sudden rebellion that just upsets the status quo. That can very well be the case. And it could also be that he's in the hospital and going through a big fever, shock or trauma, something, and there's all of this. Let's keep going. Yeah, I don't know. The Hermit, again, searching. We keep getting this card for him. This keeps coming through, I think, like 3 days in a row now, or maybe more. So it could be isolation. It could be an endocrine system problem. It could just be withdrawal. I don't allow for reversals with this deck so that you guys can see the artwork. So, but if I were using the regular Rider-Waite and this came through reversed, I would say it's very possible that he's in an acute situation with his illnesses that can be very acute. And then we've got the Empress, which makes me wonder like who's around him. But then again too, this card, when it comes to health, rules the lymphatic system. If it had come through reversed, it's feeling alone and needing to nurture yourself. Maybe issues with his mother's coming up. Maybe genetic issues with his mother is his main problem. And I think with that, it's her mental illnesses and she had she got. Now, I don't know if she had an underlying condition, but she got mugged. And I guess in the 90s, and I guess it turned out like she wouldn't let go of her bag, which only had something like $14 cash in it or whatever. But because she wouldn't let go, she got beat up and traumatized on her. She had a really, really bad head injury. So I'm wondering about something like that. Yeah. Okay. 10 of Cups is, again, this, I think for him, it would be maybe Melania around him. And, she's not really around him. Look at those bars up there. This would be her, like, no, not anymore. Did that once. Don't like where it got me. But it's just weird. And you know what? Sometimes when things are just totally off, you get weird cards. Yeah, growth. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck over here. Yeah, maybe his is kind of hung up to dry. And maybe this is, when he was little and issues with his mom. And maybe I should be reading the 10 of Cups like in the reverse position, which is a very chaotic family environment, dysfunctional family. Or maybe we don't need any of these cards and we just go with the, the way I would prefer to read it would just be the Death card and the Tower together. Like I said, violent or traumatic death, also possibly a death while having surgery. Okay, we'll see. Thank you guys. Bye.